Man, oh man. So first of all, as you might have noticed, my desk is mostly clean. You can only see from this corner though. Um, Changed the sheets on my bed. Made it for what it is actually pretty decent. So I will take. I'm gonna be live streaming a little bit later on tonight over on Twitch. I'm gonna be picking up where I left off on uh, Deadpool. So if you want to follow along on that, feel free to do so. Twitch.tv/11. Yes, I have really been picking up a lot on live streaming over on Twitch. So, there has been that. So, but I still need to make a list of games that would be better off being recorded, just straight up recorded games, better off straight up live streamed and then edited and then posted up on my YouTube channel, or either that or video or games or anything that would just be better off kind of in that both category. So I still need to figure that out, and I'll just go from there really, and I'll touch base with you guys on that a little bit later on. And that's really all I got to say when it comes to that. Well, I want to talk about Survivor Series, man. To be honest, like I didn't care all that much about the build-up for Survivor Series. To be honest, they really didn't. For what I've seen on social media, they really haven't built it up at all. Some of the promos were actually really good. No, hold on 1 second. Okay. Anyways, so let me just go back to some of the results for Survivor Series, because okay, so there's a lot of things that I'm questioning about Survivor Series. But the build up was just kind of meh. The build up was just wasn't good. Wasn't great. It just wasn't memorable from what I've seen. They didn't really promote it. I mean, how when here the thing is when okay. So before the first what was it? Before I think it was in November. I think it was at the beginning of the month. But like before there was first full week, I think first full week in November, before Raw ever happened, before NXT ever happened, and before Friday Night SmackDown ever happened, they already announced the men and women's teams for Survivor Series. Like, oh, here they are. These are your people right here that are going to be competing against each other in the 5-on-5 elimination matches for the men and women's Survivor Series matches. Which first of all, I was really happy that Ray and Dominic were going to be on a team, but then just Adam Pearce kind of comes along and just messes that up. He has Dominic lose to Bobby Lashley, so Lashley replaces him. Then later on, Bobby Lashley beats Rey Mysterio. Then that means Austin Theory replaces him. I've never seen anything like that, to be honest with you. Just man, I was really looking forward to seeing Ray and Dominic on a team together. But obviously, WWE had other plans, and Adam Pearce had other plans. I'm not really digging Adam Pearce as an authority figure, really, to be honest with you. Adam Pearce, really, to be honest, let's just be honest. Adam Pearce is just there. He just like everybody else, just like everybody else. They're just there. He's just Adam Pearce is just there. What else do I have to say about the guy? I mean, he's a wrestler too. I mean, he wrestled in other companies as well, and they just bring him up to WWE as an authority figure, and just I don't know. I don't. I would very much like to see Adam Pearce, the wrestler, not Adam Pearce, the authority figure, because then Adam Pearce, the wrestler, could make something, could probably take whatever he could get out of whatever WWE could have offered him as a pro wrestler, just not as an authority figure. And I just, either way, though, they would have ruined Adam Pearce they would have ruined him anyway, and they would have had him go after the 24/7 title. Which I would not be surprised. Anyways, the Survivor Series. So teams are already announced. The champions versus champions matches are already announced. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. And then there was on what was on the kickoff show, which there shouldn't be matches playing during the kickoff show. There just shouldn't. And the kickoff show shouldn't last an hour. If anything, it should probably last a half hour at best, and just go from there. Let's see. And then on top of that, I don't know, man, because I don't know. This is one of those things where I really just don't care about Survivor Series, but then there are also some things that just really make me question, just like, why? For example, Vince pulls up. Vince arrives at Survivor Series. Vince shows up in Brooklyn. There's a whole crowd gathered around the limousine as he comes out. They're all cheering and everything. It was like, yeah, Vince, you're here. Welcome, awesome, welcome. We're so glad you're here. Vince then just they teased that he had something with him, and the thing that he pulled out was an egg, a golden egg. What was it for? What was it for, though? I'm actually gonna look on the post right now. Red Notice. It was to promote the Netflix film Red Notice, in which I'm looking at the. Oh yeah, that's right. Red Notice was the film that features Ryan Reynolds and The Rock, which ironically, this was around the time where they were celebrating 25 years since The Rock debuted as Rocky Maivia at Survivor Series, which was also the purpose for the 25-man battle royal that started off the show. But no, Vince pulls out a golden egg, and everybody's just like, whoa, that's so cool, that's so awesome. Like, if you watch the clip on WWE's Instagram, that's where I pulled it from. You'll see everybody is just blowing up about it. Like, I'm looking at the reaction right now. Like, everybody's like, well, yeah, cool. Whoa, that's so cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Everybody's like clapping and cheering and everything. I'm just like, what's so special about an egg? What's so special about an egg? And then later on, throughout the show, Vince brings Roman Reigns into his office to show the egg to him. And it's just like, okay, yeah, cool. Roman, let me see. I'm looking at the segment right now. Roman is intrigued. He's just like, okay, yeah, that's a cool egg, but why are you showing me this? And then eventually it goes to Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville in his office, because then the egg gets stolen. Yeah. Which pointless. So results. Let's take a look. I'm gonna look at the results, and I basically took a look at them. Obviously, the kickoff match, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Damian Priest. Shinsuke beat Damian Priest because of disqualification. Okay. I mean, cool that Shinsuke won, but at the same time, I kind of feel bad for him because they don't even use him. They don't even use him on TV. The starter match for Survivor Series, for the main show of Survivor Series. The Rock's 25th anniversary 20-man battle royal, 25-man battle royal. Amos or Omas won, which cool. I mean, it's great that they pushed him to a win there. Omas, I feel like, is one of those guys that's just there. He's basically AJ Styles' security guard, or his bodyguard, really. But at the same time, I mean, it's great that he's being used in matches, which I feel like he came up as a wrestler, and I feel like he should have stayed a wrestler. But hey, good for him. RK Bro defeats the Usos in the tag team tag champs against the tag champs match. So that is 2 points for Raw thus far, 1 for SmackDown. So great to see RK Bro still hitting their stride. They're still on top of the world right now in the tag team division. Then it comes to the 5-on-5, women's 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series elimination match. And Team Raw beats SmackDown. Raw beats SmackDown with Bianca Belair, their sole survivor. So that is 3 points for Raw thus far, 1 for SmackDown. Then the men's 5-on-5 match between Raw and SmackDown. Seth Rollins wins for Team Raw. He is also the sole survivor. So that's 4 points for Raw, 4 for Raw, 1 for SmackDown. And then the Lynch Flair match, the Raw women's champ versus SmackDown women's champ, and then so Becky wins via some sort of controversy, and so then that brings it up to 5 for Raw, and then 1 for SmackDown, and then from what looks to be the main event, Roman Reigns versus Big E, the WWE champion versus the Universal champ, and Roman Reigns wins that one, bringing the final tally for Team SmackDown to 2 points. So out of the 7 matches, Raw pretty much ran over SmackDown. Even though SmackDown right now is the show to watch because you have Roman Reigns still there. He is pretty much carrying the company on his back right now. With this Tribal Chief run, like, he's done an amazing job as champion, and plus you've had some big names come along, and they've put him over. So, for example, you Edge. Edge put him over. So, let's see who else was a big name that put him over. John Cena. John Cena put him over for the 3rd time. Let's see who else was a big name that put him over. Well, Drew put him over. Because every star that that's funny, but no, every wrestler that has gone up against Roman Reigns, they've pretty much put him over. Obviously it's an effort to make him look good, and it's an effort to make him look like a badass. So everybody who has stepped in the ring with Roman has pretty much done a good job of that. Either that, or Roman has just plain squashed him. So now I honestly still great for Raw that they ran over Team SmackDown Survivor Series last night, but still, Raw is just garbage. I'm sorry, Raw is just straight up garbage, man. WWE is just straight up garbage as it is, because just to me it's just mainly To me, it's just me. It's more of just every feud has to involve a belt, which it doesn't. The Edge Rollins feud proved that twice. Um, that's the best example I can really give thus far of a feud that has nothing to do with titles. So, well, it had something to do with the title, but Rollins, and that was because Rollins got in the way, and then Edge pretty much got back at Rollins for what he almost did 7 years ago. So that was that feud was 7 years in the making. But anyways, I don't know what's gonna happen on Raw tonight. I don't. If I mean, I'll still keep track, but it's just it's just I know it's one of those deals where it's just like, oh, the company's kind of crap, but you still get drawn into what's going on. But at the same time, do you really care all that much? No. But it's it's fine. Um, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if Liv's gonna get her title match tonight. I don't even know because I haven't really been paying all that much attention. But just in general, I have no idea what's gonna go on Raw. So that's it. I'll stream on Twitch later tonight. I think I'm gonna shoot for maybe 6:30 ish, maybe 7 o'clock. I don't know yet. I don't know what the actual plan is for 10 o'clock Eastern. Um, because over in the Spicy server, they play Among Us every Monday night, 10 o'clock Eastern. 9 Central, really, but either way, it's 10 Eastern over in the East Coast, and they haven't put up anything advertising it. Well, nobody really has yet, so I guess I'll just have to wait and see where the notification comes in. But anyways, that's it. If anything, Survivor Series is just I like by that time I was so not tuned into the product. Well, not really paying attention to it enough to where I completely forgot that Survivor Series was last night and just I looked at everything that happened and just yeah, I just didn't care. But anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching. Um, be sure to catch me on Twitch 7:30. So I haven't really decided yet, but be sure to keep your eyes open on Twitch and that's about this for me. So I'll see you in the next one.